Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth. And today I am doing a collab with my dear friend Kim. She is Teacher Loves Beauty. I'll have her linked down below. Please go check her out. So Kim came to me, I would say in December, Kim, wasn't it? I think it was December. And she said to me, how do you feel about doing a collab for Paddy's Day? And she said we could both talk about what it was like for us for Paddy's Day, her in America obviously and me here in Ireland, and maybe we could do a product swap. So I would send her Irish only brands and she would send me stuff that I can't get here. So maybe the brand might be available here but I can't get the products that they sell because they only sell them in America, or the brand as a whole isn't available here. So hence for why I'm looking a bit queer at the moment now. Look, the eyes are, you know, we've got the brows on but we've nothing else done. I have foundation on. We decided not to swap foundation, concealer. I think that was it, because we were kind of saying, you know, that's very hard to pick for someone else. So look a tad crazy. And it is Paddy's Day. Happy St. Paddy's Day. Yes, it is Paddy. D. No T's. This is the first video I'm recording since I had the dreaded plague, and a bit congested, my sinuses are giving me trouble, but I was so excited to do this. So the last two videos you would have seen were actually recorded before COVID really got claws into us. But yeah, we're coming out the other side now, so hopefully I'll keep improving. But do you like my and my t-shirt that Deb sent me? It says sarcasm is my love language, and that could not be more true. Love it. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today, and my eyes are very watery. I do apologise. There'll be a lot. No, we're not apologising for everything today. We're just going to get into it, and y'all understand because you're all amazing. Thank you all so much for all your kind well wishes and hoping that me and Pete got better soon and all that. I really appreciate it. I will get to comments. I am very far behind. I do apologise. But just, I was so tired and the sinuses are really kicking migraines into... so sitting at a computer screen just isn't working for me at the moment. So I literally just had those two videos kind of edited. So I just went, horse them up there to be grand. So yeah, let's get into it. So like I said, anything that I don't that Kim hasn't sent me, I will supplement with my own stuff. But first and foremost, I'm going to put on a little bit of lip balm, and this is the Laneige lip sleeping mask in mint choco that she sent me. So I just put a little of that on. Everything is very dry, and I've been trying really hard with my skincare to kind of up the ante a little bit, because I knew all of us when we're sick, you know what I mean, you need a little bit more hydration. So I did try, but it's still feeling a bit. I'm just going to spray a little bit. This is from Essence. Did I send one of these to Kim? I can't even remember. It's so long since I sent the box, because we were both very conscious of the fact that we wanted to make sure it got there on time. This is the Prime and Infuse Instant Hydration Priming Spray. I enjoy that. What I have on my face already, just so you know, I have the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer on my T-zone. I have the Becca Backlight Priming Filter over the rest of my face. I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish on under my eyes. I have the IT Cosmetics CC Cream as my foundation. I have the Tarte Shape Tape actually as my eye base today. Seems to be working well as that. It's a bit too dry for my under eyes, but it works for my my eyeshadow base. I have this She Glam eyebrow pencil on at the moment in my eyebrows, and then I just have a little bit of the, even though I have a powder here, I just like the Becca Hydra Powder as my under eye setting powder. I enjoy that one. So just so you know what's on my face so far. So I think I'll get started with the eyes, or should I, because they're very watery? No, let's start with the face and see if the eyes calm down a little bit by the time we get to it. So first things first. I'm so excited. I've been so good. I've been so tempted to try this stuff. I'm like, no, Ruth, you have to wait. You have to be good. Don't know how hard that is for me. So this is from LYS or Liss. I think it's Love Yourself. Isn't that the name of the brand? This is the Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in Self Love. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I did little swatches just to kind of see what I was dealing with. Oh, look at that. Isn't that going to be beautiful? I know Kim bought some of this stuff as well because it was literally a case of one for me, one for you. So I'm curious. I think I saw her in the dust collectors with it. You ready? Oh no, you got away from me. Come back. Come back. Make it a rest. But I do love to take those off. Oh, it's a decent mirror too. Although a bit odd. Because it's a triangular mirror, it's like interesting. This lip balm is lovely. Okay, so I'm so excited. So Saint Patrick, he is our patron saint. So he came and he brought Christianity, they believe, to Ireland. And yeah, that's intense. That's yeah. It's okay. We're okay. We have a sponge. We can bring it back down. Oh, but it is pretty. Wow, that is pigmentation. I just barely dumped my brush in, and she is just ready to go. So, as a kid in Ireland, that is lovely. I don't know how I'm going to tell about St. Patrick, my St. Patrick's experience, and do this at the same time, because I'm just so enraptured over the makeup. When I was a child, typically what would happen was St. Patrick's Day is a bank holiday or a church holiday. Sorry, my sponge is falling. Hey, I'm back. St. Patrick's Day is obviously a national holiday, what we call a bank holiday, but also a church holiday, first and foremost. And so typically we would get up on Paddy's Day, dress in our kind of a Sunday best, and we would go to Mass. Usually in our house, the way we did it was Mum would have went to an early Mass so she could come home and get the dinner ready, and Dad then would take us off to Mass. So one of us would go with her and one of us would go with Dad. There was 5 of us, but when I was young, there's a big gap between me. Okay, I'm the baby. 6 years between me and my sister. 6 years between my sister and my brother, and then they've only 2 years between them each. So it was kind of like a little bit separate. So usually myself and Dad would go to Mass together, and sometimes Nora would come with us, but sometimes she might go to Mass, etc. So we'd go off to Mass usually, and the church we used to go to typically was the Dominicans, and we'd normally go to my aunt's house and pop in and call into her, and God bless her, she'd always have a few quid to give us to buy some sweets and stuff like that. And then we would, because we'd park there and we'd stroll up then to the main thoroughfare, we'll say, in Limerick City, O'Connell Street, O'Connell Avenue. And that's where the parade would be. So there'd be like, everyone would be there, and you'd have your bit of shamrock on, like actual shamrock, real shamrock. And yeah, it was just, now, I mean, I remember back then as well, as time kind of wore on, a lot of the floats were ads, basically. They were just ads for the local milk company and the local newspaper and, you know, what have you. But it was just the excitement of it all. And there'd be music and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it just, it gives me great memories. But I think what I used to prefer more was actually the Sunday before St. Paddy's Day. I think it was always the Sunday before, was the bands. So usually on the Sunday before St. Paddy's Day, typically myself and Dad would have went in, because Dad is really where I got a love of older music, so like opera and classical, but also Bing Crosby and, you know what I mean, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, people like that. And so we'd go into the bands, and a lot of American bands actually would be there, like marching bands. That's what I'm kind of on now, kind of marching bands. I'm going to go in now. She has sent me the Covergirl Clean Fresh. You can't get Covergirl over here at all. But I've always seen people speaking well of this powder, so I'm very curious to see what all the fuss is about. Here it is here. I know Max Factor is like a sister company of Covergirl, but I don't really understand, because Max Factor isn't cruelty free yet Covergirl is, so I find that perplexing to say the least. So I'm going to get a little brush and just powder it on now, because I have nothing else in a cream product. Sure I don't. No, I don't. That blush is lovely though. I really like the way that has gone into the skin. Beautiful. So anyway, we go into the Martin bands, and I used to love that as well. It was fantastic. But anyway, back to St. Paddy's Day. So I have a mirror over here in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. So I feel my skin is a bit dry at the moment, so I don't know how nice this is going to be on me at the moment. It's not bad. It's definitely quite a dry looking powder, I would say, but then my skin is very dry at the moment. Very hard for me to say at the moment the true, yeah, I'll play with it more. I'm just so happy to have it, and look at how cute it is. It is so stinking cute. It's beautiful. Where was it? Paddy's Day. So once the parades and everything were over, we'd head home then, and God bless Mum, she'd have the roast done. So any kind of bank holiday, church holiday, things like that, typically would be like a big Sunday roast kind of dinner. So it'd be the it would be the time of year that you'd have like roast lamb or roast beef or turkey, or you know, things like that. It was definitely that kind of a occasion, very much an occasion. And usually then we'd come home and we'd have our big beautiful dinner that Mum would make, and usually a beautiful dessert as well. My mum's a lovely, beautiful cook. Food is always very tasty. And yeah, that was it. And like you'd have movies on. You'd always have movies on the bank holiday as well, which was always very exciting. Because in Ireland we didn't get much in the line of movies. We only had, well, in my house anyway, we only had 2 television stations. That was it, 2. Bog 1 and Bog 2 we used to call them, but they were RT1 and RT2. And got another one. Usually one of the channels would have like the parade from Dublin, because Dublin was always the big parade, you know, the fancy one with all the fancy stuff. Why won't you come off for me? I'm very excited to take you off, and you're not playing ball with me. I'm going to have to leave you on till later. I don't want to. This is the bronzer. This is the LYS No Limits Matte Bronzer in Motivate Light. I just think this brand, I don't know, it's the first brand in a while that's really piqued my curiosity. Do you know, the packaging is different. They just, yeah, they're doing something a little bit different to everyone else. So yeah, we'd watch, we'd have a big movie that would be like probably 5 years old or something like that, but it had only finally hit Ireland. And that was kind of it. That was Paddy's Day when I was younger. Then obviously as I got older, into the teen years, it became more about the drinking side of things. My mum and dad weren't big drinkers. They liked a glass of wine with their dinner and stuff like that, and they'd have a glass of brandy or a glass of whiskey at night, at the weekends or something, but they weren't big go out and get, you know, blind drunk people at all. But when I hit my teen years, I definitely was hitting the town a lot. So usually you would, after the dinner at home, you would maybe have a little bit of a, well, me I suppose, not most people, I have a bit of a power nap, because even back then I was very tired, and then you get up and start getting ready to go out. And you had to be careful where you went, because some places were just so messy by the time you got out, because people literally would have been there since the parade earlier in the day. So like in the pub since 1 o'clock kind of job, and just absolutely just messy is the only way to describe it. So you'd kind of make sure to go to a pub that you knew wouldn't have been one that would have had a big crowd in it early on. And that was kind of it. Like, you just go out drinking with the lads, have a bit of crack, and as in fun, and head to the nightclub afterwards, and that was kind of it. But like the thing with Ireland is as well, Paddy's Day, you have to go to work the next day, like. A lot of shook heads the next day, I can tell you. Oh yeah, people were quite seedy. So you'd have to have like a fry, a proper fry, or like a breakfast roll or something like that, to try and make you get through the day. Breakfast roll, if you've never been to Ireland, is a baguette, cut in half, butter, sausages, proper sausages, not this hot dog shite that other countries have, proper sausages, rashers, eggs, hash browns, beans, all put into a bread roll. Yeah, heart attack waiting to happen, but you know, had to be done. If you wanted to get through the work day, had to be done. That's a lovely bronzer. It's light. I think it'll be a winter bronzer for me, but it just goes on so beautifully, I have to say. That is lovely. But yeah, if you were ever coming to Ireland for Paddy's Day, I guarantee you, first and foremost, it will not be as big a deal as it is in America. It just won't. I think Paddy's Day in other countries is bigger because it's very much a day for expatriates, so people who, immigrants basically, and it kind of gives them a little tie to home and makes them, you know, whether it be their own generation or their parents or their grandparents or whatever it may be, it gives them a bit of a tie to home and kind of a bit of, so I think it's like, I've seen parades in the likes of Chicago and Boston and New York and places like that, and it's just like, Jesus, we wouldn't be doing that here. The most green, well, I suppose the Liffey, they do turn the Liffey green sometimes, but only in recent years. And like, you might get a green ice cream cone. They tried green pints. Blasphemers, the lot of them. But yeah, and now these days, it's still very much the same for, you know, families and stuff like that. I don't go to mass anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. Just Catholic Church in Ireland is a bit, I'm no blush brush. To put you off going to mass basically, but give me you'll do me. But yeah, a lot of families will go to mass and they'll do the parade. Like, we'll have a parade here in Aberlochmoy, on Paddy's Day. I filmed this the day before, but I'm looking out, they're already putting up the flags and all that kind of stuff. And you'll have like the local kids basketball team and the football team and the Gaelic teams and, you know, all that kind of thing. And the kind of, the mayor of the town, he's not a mayor, but you know what I mean, Sean O'Donoghue, they own the shop and they own the pub, and you know what I mean, they kind of own most things around here. He usually kind of starts off the parade, his master ceremonies, if you know what I mean, with his little dogs. And they stroll up along it. It just cracks me up. But like Paddy's Day here as well, weather-wise. Sorry, I'm putting on another blush now just over this one. This is so funny. This is the Essence blush in Beloved. And I don't know if you saw my blush video, but this is literally the only one from that range that I don't have. And I didn't tell Kim that, and she hadn't seen that video before she bought this for me. And I just think that is so funny that she literally got the one I didn't have. And I love these blushes. So I'm just going to pop a little bit over what I have on already. Yeah, that's lovely. Gosh, my skin is so dry, guys. So yeah, there'll be a parade here this year, because mainly to do with COVID and things like that. Now, they had been talking for a few years about bringing in a new bank holiday, and they have brought in this year only, it is going to be the 18th, so Friday, the day after Paddy's Day. So and this is the first Paddy's Day since lockdown that the pubs are going to be open. It's going to be a wild one, guys, I can tell you now. Not for me, I won't be out, but yeah, she's going to be a wild one. I'd say there'll be the fact as well that people don't have to get up for work the next morning is going to be going to be a lot of sick heads and a lot of messing. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, that's only for this year only that they're giving that extra bank holiday on that date. I believe next year it's going to be the 1st of February, St. Bridget's Day, that we're going to have an extra bank holiday, which is lovely. We all love an extra bank holiday. Next up, and you're going to laugh because you're like, but Ruth, can you not get Essence in Ireland? Is it not a German brand? Why, yes, you're correct, it is. But this is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in 10 Be My Highlight. Now, to say that I have heard about this for years upon years. This has never come out over here, and I don't understand why. I mean, it is such a cult favorite kind of product, and it never came out over here. I can't get my head around it. So I said, Kim kind of said, is there anything kind of that you'd really love that you can't get over here? And this was one of them. I was like, I can't get it, and I'm mad to try it. I'm mad to see what all the fuss is about. So here we go. The moment to try. She's a powdery one. My word. Okay. Settle down, missus. Can you see that? Look at all that powder. No, Ruth, we can't see that. How could we possibly see that? Let's go. Oh, yeah. So, yes, I see what this is. It is a subtle. Oh, but it's very pretty. Now, see that now to me, you probably can't even see it on camera, but that to me is a perfect daytime highlighter. You know, that's not blinging the face off you. And look, that has its place as well, don't get me wrong. But just giving you a nice little healthy glow. Oh yeah. I understand. I see where they're all coming from. A lot of powder kick up though. Whew, that is so pretty. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, Paddy's Day is a religious holiday and has got bigger as the years have gone by in Ireland, but I do always feel it is a bigger holiday abroad, if that makes sense. So next I am going, oh, I'm so excited for this. This is the Flower Beauty Jungle Lights eyeshadow palette. Now I think it has finally come to Ireland, but it was slow in getting here, I can tell you that. But I have just always thought this looks so stunning. Now, there's no need for the pans to be this big, let's be frank and honest. But it just looks glorious. And I think I might go, obviously, it's Paddy's Day. Of course I'm going to go greens and golds. Jesus, excuse my language. Oh my good God. What? They're like freaking butter. Actual butter, like. Not fake butter. Good God. Oh my word. Okay, I can see now why this is such a... Oh my. Look at those. What? Oh my God, they are so freaking intense. Wow. Oh, we're going to have some fun. Okay. There's no mattes in this, so I think I'm going to grab another palette to use with it. So give me 2 minutes and I'll be right back to it. So what I'm bringing in is the Be Perfect Carnival 3, and I'm going to use obviously some of the greens over here. Not going to use too many because I kind of want to really focus in on the greens now, but just a little something in the crease. Do I go bright green or do I go, no, let's go. I'm going to go with this green shade here. But yeah, so I'd love to know if you yourself celebrate Paddy's Day at all. Have you ever been in Ireland for Paddy's Day? In Galway here, we have a great kind of theatre group called Machnus, and they usually go up to Dublin for the parade. They do brilliant work, and it's very theatrical and massive. I don't know how to call them, not puppets as such, they're just, oh, it's phenomenal. But what they'll usually do then is they will, because they obviously can't be in Galway for the parade, they do a parade of their own at Halloween. That is just incredible. It's incredible. I can't tell you. Like, they literally do a kind of a twilight at Halloween, so it's kind of dark and spooky, and it is just incredible. I love it. But of course we haven't had it for the last few years because of COVID. So I'd say we'll see a lot of things coming back now, because I don't know, like, I think I was very lucky because I had my vaccinations and my boosters and everything, and I also had the flu shot, which Pete didn't have, and I definitely think that helped. Because I definitely didn't get it as severe as he did. But we do, our hospital numbers are up again, and obviously the number of COVID is up again, because they got rid of mask wearing as compulsory. I still wear mine everywhere I go. But of course the numbers were going to rise. But I understand people want to get back to live, and I get that. But you kind of have to be, I don't know. It's just frustrating. So I won't be surprised, because Cheltenham, which is a massive horse racing competition or whatever, is on in England this weekend as well. It usually coincides around St. Patrick's Day, and so you're going to have a lot of Irish going over to that. And you're going to have a lot of people obviously out for Paddy's Day, you know, drunk and not really giving a shit. And I can't help but think that the numbers are obviously going to rise. Of course they're going to rise, how could they not? I'm going to go in with the green first in the outer corner. This green here is so beautiful. See now if I just need it, does it go on with a brush or do I need a finger? I'm not quite sure. It's an interesting formula. So, you know, I don't know anymore. I really don't know. And we're starting to see a lot of immigrants coming in, God bless them, refugees from Ukraine. I'd love to be able to take somebody in, but I just can't afford it at the moment. I can't afford oil at the moment because it's so expensive, you know what I mean? So even feeding, washing machine, you know what I mean, all these things that having other people living in the house cost, I just can't afford it. And I wish I could. I really truly wish I could, because my heart breaks for them. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. I can't get my head around it. And I mean, the Irish have to have their arms wide open, because people took us in years ago when we had the famine and we had the war and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, swings and roundabouts as far as I'm concerned. I'm going into the gold now. I'm going to put that kind of towards the centre. That doesn't seem to pick up the same as the green. The green picked up lovely. Let's see now. But yeah, it's just crazy times we're living in, guys. Crazy times. So I hope you're all doing okay out there and you're looking after yourselves and you're doing what you need to do for your own mental health and self-care, etc. Because, you know, we're so, like when I was younger, like I remember the Gulf War, and you literally only saw it once a day on the 6 o'clock news. That was the only time you saw it, you know what I mean? Whereas nowadays you're bombarded with it constantly, and it's very hard not to get completely caught up in it. And if you're someone like me who tends to feel things very deeply, I don't like using the word empath, I don't know why, but I definitely do. I mean, I can't go to a funeral without starting to cry, even if I never knew the person, because the minute I go in, the wave of emotion will hit me viscerally, like someone punched me, and the tears will start, and I get so embarrassed then, because people are like, oh my god, did you know them well? And literally they were a third cousin twice removed or something, you know, and you just feel like, you feel so silly. But it's the same when I'm watching stuff like that. I can't help but get very emotional and very upset. So I kind of have to take a step back every so often. I'm just rambling now, guys. I do apologise. It's because I haven't filmed in so long. I just like, I've had no one to talk to. It's Ramble City over here. I've missed you guys so much. I've missed the ritual of sitting down to do my makeup and stuff. But it's very easy for me to fall into, oh my, oh. Man, finger's the way to go here, guys. I'm on the lightest colour. That is beautiful. These are so beautiful, my word. And just kind of going back to each colour and kind of just deepening them up a little bit with my finger. Gorgeous, beautiful. Okay, stop now. Yeah, I've missed this. I've missed the ritual as well of getting out, doing my makeup, doing a video and stuff like that, because unfortunately my depression isn't doing too good at the moment. I won't lie to you guys. I'm struggling a little bit. And I think it's partly been sick and partly what's going on with the world and stressing about everything that's going on with COVID and loved ones and all that kind of stuff, you know, you can't help it. And if I didn't push myself, thank God, you know, I had committed to this collab with Kim, because I don't think it could have been a few weeks before you saw me doing a video again, because I kind of, once I get out of a routine, I tend to kind of start to go downhill a bit. So thank you, Kim, for doing this collab with me and making me kind of get up and look after myself and stuff. I might cut all this out because this is horrendous rambling going on for me. I do apologise. What do we think? Very pretty. Very pretty. They are beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited to have this palette. So excited. Very green. That's fun. Let's put a little bit of highlight on the top. But yeah, how are you all doing, guys? Are we doing okay out there? Are we looking after ourselves? Are we practicing good self-care, etc.? I really truly hope you are, because, you know, we have to look after ourselves. Right, let's go on to lips. So she sent me two beautiful lip liners. One is from the Sephora collection, like a lovely brownie nude, and one from Buxom. Ooh. Tiny bit lighter maybe. Is that quite similar? A little bit lighter. Let's go with this one. Get off all the lip balm. Nice shade. It's kind of a very 90s kind of feeling shade. I tend to be someone who always puts lip liner all over my lips. I always have. And to be honest, I'd be very happy with just lip liner and lip gloss. They're often, I kind of in recent years started buying more lipsticks, just out of curiosity, to see what all the fuss was about. It's quite nice. I like that. Not too stiff, but not too, my lips are in bits. Not too soft and creamy either, that it's going everywhere. That's very nice. And then I have a couple of lip glosses. I'm so excited. Because I said to her as well, I said, if you can get me minis, get me minis, because you can't get minis over here. And I just absolutely adore them. So we've got two Buxoms here. We've got full on plumping lip polish in the shade Belle. And we have another full on plumping lip polish in the shade Brandy. And then we have a little Fenty one in Hot Chocolate Fantasy. It's called Hot Chocolate Fantasy. That sounds nice, doesn't it? I love it. It looks like it's kind of duochrome inside. I do love the smell of these. Pretty. And very comfortable. I do have some bigger sizes, no smaller sizes, and it's hard to get those here as well. It's weeping, so I'm not actually going to put anything on the under eye, because I just think I'm wasting my time today. If I put anything down there, it'll just trickle away. But yeah, oh, I love everything. The Covergirl powder maybe I need to revisit in the summertime, or maybe when my skin is just doing a bit better, is a bit healthier. She also sent me the Covergirl Clump Crusher. I mean, for years I've been watching Emily Noel rave about it and just go on and on and on about how incredible this mascara is and how she absolutely loves it. So I was so excited to try it. And I was so like, when we buy mascara here in Ireland, it's in the tube already. The wand is already in the tube, and they kind of have plastic sealing it closed. God, this goes through lovely. I do like one that separates out my lashes, and this definitely is doing that. I like that. So it was so weird to see it like come with the wand kind of separate, and it has a little screw on top, and then you pop in the wand. It's like, oh, interesting. But then I was like, okay, that's a lot of packaging. I would suggest unnecessarily, but I suppose if it's only closed with plastic, in our stores here, people can open them and get at them, but they don't tend to, because we usually have samples and stuff. Pre-COVID we did anyway, testers and stuff, so you could actually see the wand if you wanted to. There's no need to open it or that. I like that. And obviously I have to put it to the test, but I think it's a nice one. This is the kind of mascara that I would typically put on over a kind of a volumizing one. Because you know, the way I find a volumizing ones, it kind of clumps my lashes a little bit, and this then would separate it. Very pretty. I like that. Are you waterproof or no? I shouldn't have thrown out the packaging. I can't read that. Oh my God, I'm thinking I can read that. And then last but by no means least, we have a little brow mascara. So this is from Essence as well, and it's the Lash and Brow. Very big wand in it. Probably bigger than my lashes is capable of using. But we'll just toss a bit on just to have the look complete. And that is it. Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you so much, Kim. This is just the best fun. Please go over and check out hers and see what I sent her. So they're predominantly Irish. No, they're all Irish brands. Some of them I haven't tried, I won't lie. I was kind of more concerned about getting her stuff than myself stuff. But yeah, I hope she enjoys them and that she enjoys playing with them and stuff like that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. But that is it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, let me know what you do for Paddy's Day down below. I'd love to know. And hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.